Stop staring at that blinking cursor. Seriously, you are sitting there convincing yourself you have a writer's block. You are scrolling through Twitter or LinkedIn looking for inspiration. You think you don't know what to post this week. But that's a lie. The truth is, you have probably already written your highest converting content. You just buried it in a digital graveyard where no one can find it. It's hiding right here, in your sent folder. Think about it. Every time you answered a client's confusion about your process, you wrote a tutorial. Every time you explained why your price is higher than the competition, you wrote a sales page. And every time you walked a lead through a complex problem, you created an asset. You just didn't treat it like one. You hit send, it went to one person, and then it died. Here's the math on this. If one person took the time to email you a specific question, data suggests there are likely hundreds of others typing that exact same problem into a search bar right now. They are looking for the answer you already wrote, but because you haven't published it, they are finding your competitor instead. In this video, I am going to teach you the FAQ mind method. This isn't about getting creative. I don't care about being creative, I care about systems. We're going to build a mechanical, data-driven workflow to excavate your old emails and turn them into a search-first content calendar. Most people build their calendars backwards. They look at what is trending, they try to go viral, and they guess. That is a lottery ticket, not a business plan. We are going to flip that. We are going to build a portfolio of keywords based on actual problems you have already solved. I'm going to walk you through the 3 phases: excavation, intent tagging, and asset assembly. By the end of this, you won't just have ideas. You will have a ranked backlog of high-intent topics that pre-handle sales objections before you ever get on a call. And I'm going to show you the specific search intent tags, learn, solve, compare, buy, that ensure you never write a piece of content that attracts the wrong person again. Let's build. Before we dig into your inbox, we need to reset how you view content. If you want to grow without burnout, you need to understand the fundamental difference between social content and search content. Social media is an interruption game. You are fighting for attention in a crowded feed. Your content there decays in 24 hours. It's a treadmill. If you stop running, the traffic stops. But search content? Search demand never sleeps. When someone types a query into Google, they have a specific job to be done. They are in pain, or they are confused, and they are actively looking for a solution. The goal of this method is to stop chasing likes and start capturing intent. We want to reach qualified visits, people who actually need what you sell without spending all day on social media. Think about the last 5 emails you sent to a prospect. Did you send them a trend? Did you send them a meme? No, you sent them utility. You answered a specific question about your process, your pricing, or your methodology. That email you sent was valuable because it was relevant. It solved a problem. The FAQ mind method simply takes that relevance and scales it. We are going to take the specific pain language your clients use, the exact words they type to you, and we are going to use that as our keyword research. Here is the rule I live by. If you are guessing what to write about, you are wasting your time. You don't need to invent new topics every week. You just need to document the solutions you are already providing. This safeguards your energy. It allows you to produce high-value content within a capped amount of time, say 5 hours a week, because you aren't starting from scratch. You are simply publishing what you have already practiced. Let's get tactical. Open your email client. Right now. We are entering phase 1, excavation. We are going to look for 3 specific categories of emails that map directly to high-value content. First, search for phrases like, "Here is how we handle," "The steps are," or "To clarify." What you are looking for here are the process explanations. These are emails where a client asked, "How does this work?" or "What happens next?" and you wrote a detailed step-by-step response. When you find one of these, you have found a solve intent topic. You have already outlined the steps. If the email subject was how do we integrate this? That isn't just an email, that is the draft for an article titled, "How to Integrate X in 5 Steps, a Complete Tutorial." You don't need to outline it, the email is the outline. Next, search for versus, difference between, or why we don't. These are the gold nuggets. These are the emails where a lead asked, "Why should I choose you over competitor X?" Or, "Why do you use this software instead of that one?" This is where the money is. This is compare intent. Most creators are scared to talk about competitors or alternatives. They think it's rude or unprofessional. But your prospects are already searching for it. If you have an email explaining why your agency charges a flat fee while others charge hourly, that is a search-first article waiting to be written. The title becomes Flat Fee versus Hourly Billing. Which is best for your client type? You are handling the objection before they even talk to you. Finally, search for cost, pricing, timeline, or package. These emails handle by intent. When someone asks about price, they're at the bottom of the funnel. If you find yourself repeatedly explaining why your audit costs $5,000, that explanation needs to be a public asset. It pre-qualifies your leads. Your action step here is to create a simple content ledger. Don't start writing yet, just audit. Scroll back through the last 90 days of your sent folder. I want you to pull out at least 10 to 20 subject lines where you solved a real problem. Copy them into your ledger. Pay attention to the rule of recurrence. If you see the same question appear 3 times in 3 months, highlight it. That is a pillar topic. That represents a massive gap in the market that you are uniquely positioned to fill because you are already answering it privately. Okay, phase 2. You have a list of raw email subjects, but you cannot just copy-paste a subject line into a YouTube title or a blog header. It won't rank and it won't click. We need to translate your email speak into search speak. In this system, we categorize every single topic into 4 specific intent tiers. You need to tag every item in your ledger with one of these 4 tags. This is crucial because the intent dictates the format of the content. If you get this wrong, you get traffic that bounces. If you get this right, you get traffic that converts. First, learn. The user mindset here is, I want to understand a concept. From your inbox, these are the emails where you defined a term or explained a theory. Email. What is programmatic SEO? Format, explainer guide. Title angle, what is programmatic SEO? The complete beginner's guide. Goal, teach the basics. Second, solve. The user mindset is, I have a specific problem to fix. These are your technical support emails or process emails. Email. Steps to fix the indexation error. Format, tutorial how-to. Title angle, how to fix indexation errors in Search Console, step by step. Goal, fix the problem fast. Third, compare. The user mindset is, I am choosing between options. These are your us versus them emails. Email. Why we use Webflow instead of WordPress. Format, roundup review head-to-head. Title angle, Webflow versus WordPress, which is best for scaling startups. Goal, help them decide. Fourth, buy. The user mindset is, I am ready to purchase. These are emails about deliverables, pricing, and onboarding. Email. Proposal details and timeline. Format, sales page service landing page, case study. Title angle, the ROI of content marketing, a case study breakdown. Goal, close the sale. Do not skip this step. If you take a compare topic like Webflow versus WordPress and you write a learned style history of the 2 platforms, you will fail. The user wants a decision, not a history lesson. You must match the content format to the intent tag. Go through your ledger now and tag every email. You have the topic. You have the intent. Now, how do you actually write the piece without spending 10 hours on it? Remember, we want to maximize output while capping our time. Ideally around 5 hours a week for your entire content operation. Here's the drafting secret, the first 120 words rule. In an email, you usually get straight to the point. You say, hey John, to fix that bug, do X, Y, and Z. But when people write content, they add fluff. They write long, winding introductions about in today's digital landscape. Stop that, it kills retention. Structure your content exactly like that sent email. Answer the user's question immediately in the first 120 words. If the title is How to Fix X, the first paragraph should summarize the solution. This is what we call snippet bait. It helps you rank for the featured snippet on Google. Now, the final piece of the puzzle, making the content sell. You are not writing this just for traffic. You want leads. But you cannot just slap a generic "Contact Us" button at the bottom. You need native conversion points. Go back to the email you are using as source material. Did you attach a PDF? Did you send a link to a spreadsheet? Did you include a checklist? That attachment is your lead magnet. When you publish the article, create an inline upgrade halfway through the text. Say, "I use a specific checklist to manage this process." You can download the exact template here. This works because it matches the intent. If they are reading a solve article, they want a tool to help them solve it. A template is a high-value tool. If they are reading a compare article, offer them a comparison matrix PDF. This is how you build a list of qualified buyers without ever asking for a generic subscription. Finally, link it all together. Don't let these pages sit alone. Connect them. If you write a big pillar page about your core service, link your specific FAQ articles back to that pillar. This tells search engines that you are an authority on the topic. It builds a hub where visitors can binge your content like a Netflix series, going from one answer to the next. This system, the FAQ mine, removes the excuse of not knowing what to say. You have already said it. You have already done the consulting. You have already handled the objections. Now you simply need to publish it. Here is my challenge to you. For the next 90 days, I want you to commit to a search-first sprint. Do not worry about viral reach. Do not worry about networking. Commit to publishing just 1 or 2 high-quality, intent-matched articles per week based on your sent emails. If you do this, you aren't just creating content. You are building an asset library. You are building a salesperson that works 24/7, answering questions and handling objections while you sleep. Start with 1 email. Open your sent folder. Find the problem you solved yesterday and turn it into the asset that will bring you your next 10 clients tomorrow. But here's the trap most people fall into next. Having a spreadsheet full of great topics is meaningless if you don't have a manufacturing process to actually ship them. You have the raw materials, your emails, but raw materials don't build houses. Systems do. If you try to execute this purely on willpower, you will fail. You will stare at your list of compare and solve topics, get overwhelmed by the volume, and go back to posting random thoughts on LinkedIn. You don't need a schedule. You need a production line. I recorded a breakdown of the exact workflow I used to turn these raw ideas into finished assets without burning out. It is not just about picking dates, it is about building a machine that forces consistency. The video is called "Don't Post Content Until You Have This Calendar System." Stop hoarding ideas. Start shipping assets. Click the video and let's build your production line. I'll see you in there.